All right, my first time doing the StreamYard mobily like this. Welcome to Kind Y007. Community topics, things to do with sexuality. Astros. So that's a bit of astronomy and some astrology. Conversation today had a little bit to do with some politics too and aerospace. So welcome to Kind Y007. I'm trying to get myself on here. So we're I'm trying. This is new, but I thought, okay, there we go. All right, so greetings. Welcome to Kind Y007. Originally, I had a stream set up to cut right on, but um, at this point, I am just going to come right on. So sorry about that. So there may be some confusion with my live because now I set it up different because I want to take advantage of doing it this way. So yeah. So if you're new here, feel free to chat. It is an open-minded space. But I do like to build strong minds as I build mine. That kind of sounded. Welcome to Kind Y007. If you tell by the thumbnail, I put on there, ask some people, comedians that basically want to tell us how to vote. So I just wanted to talk about that. Roland Martin is not a comedian, but he's in there too. I respect him. I'm not gonna go on him too much. The other thing is I talk about astronomy things here, astros. So hopefully you get something out of that. Most recently, we have astronauts that are stuck in space. First, they said they were just out there, they're going to stay a little longer. And I'm like, okay, but they're stuck. So I like how we act like chaos isn't breaking out, but we just be carrying on like everything's good and it's not. So I just think that's kind of funny. And open chat if someone has some things that you want to bring up too. I want to kind of relax the lives a bit too and allow people to just chime in with anything that you had to talk about. So I'm rocking my new hat. I like it. It's kind of like incognito-ish, but it's, you know, the darkness and you got the lights in the background. Hopefully I like that. I do. So I'm gonna get right into some of that. I want to play a little bit of what you want to do. Tupac instrumental. Um, is that song? It says use banners to summarize. Okay, I'm not sure why that's up there, so I do want to get rid of that. I'm going to show some footage to back up some of what I'm going to be going over, what I'm going to be saying. Just give me a second. Oh, sure. Okay. All right. So yeah, I appreciate your time, and I'm trying to move along. I'm adding things on to kind of broaden things up too. All right, so that's what I'm doing. But my thing is like, when did comedians become important to us? I think like not saying their life don't matter like anybody else's, but when did they become politicians? What I know is our forefathers, our ancestors, our people fought for black people's right to vote, right? So they did all that fighting for us to be able to vote, just for certain black people to tell black people how they're supposed to vote. That doesn't make any sense. So when did all this come about is my point. DL Hughley, since he passed out on stage, he's never been the same. Like, I don't know about y'all. Have y'all noticed? And, please get active in the chat. I'll check the chat in a minute. Ever since he passed out on stage, he hasn't been the same. He's more aggressive. He's always yelling at black people. Like, dude, who was you talking to? So that's part of the point of the stream. You had to pass out on stage, woke up in the hospital, and got on live and said, listen, black people, don't be a dummy. Get vaccinated. Don't be stupid. Don't be. First of all, you weren't vaccinated. So I don't like when people go through something in their life and then they come back and run to black people and start trying to beat on black people. Like, no, we're not going to be doing that. First of all, we have minds of our own. And originally, I probably would have thought the same thing. Like, is you running with the racist or not? Like, one or the other. No, there's other options. And if you don't like neither one of them, then they're not going to vote at all. I think Kamala has a lot of the black vote. Trump has gotten more, I think, black people on his side too than before. So that's why I think this is going to be a very huge election. I don't need to be yelled at. You're going to make people not vote or maybe go another route if you keep yelling at everybody. Like, I don't know. But I know y'all got to feel the same way. Like, you're tired of being yelled at. You're tired of being told what to do. So I just think it's funny that our people did all they could do. So we had the right to vote, but the right to choose who we want to vote for. DL, you ain't been the same since you've been in the hospital, so you need to shut up. So I'll show a clip of that. I'll show a clip of Ricky Smiley. Both of these men got issues with their kids. Like, they house ain't even right, but they want to come talk about the White House. Get your house straight first. Why are y'all kids rebelling against y'all so much, but y'all want to keep telling the masses what to do and how you're an idiot if you don't? Roland do the same thing too. Roland Martin be going in on people. And I don't know. So that's why I put a poll in the other one, but I have to figure out how to do a question poll, because my question would be to the audience. Do you feel extra pressure to vote? Your voting choices. Do you feel pressured? Like, I feel threatened. I was about to call the police the other night, but I didn't know how to explain that these comedians were threatening everybody to vote. Like, who is you talking to? Why are y'all coming online yelling at people for votes? Like, stop it. So I don't know. I just wanted to, I had to just comment about that. Astronauts stuck in space. That's something else, because again, they made it seem like they was just going to be out there a little longer. Then next thing you know, they're like, oh, they stuck. So that's interesting. So I got some information on that too. So they are just floating around. But I like how they just kind of like floating around looking like they good. Like, no, we ain't worried about nothing. They always smiling at the camera, doing like nice interviews when they make connection with them and everything. But there's a lot going on. I have to remove this. Hey, peace. I gotta remove this banner. So I think what they do is they put them up here when you're new as a suggestion, but they really shouldn't show it to the audience. That's weird. All right, now it's off. Okay. So that's my point. And I want to show some footage. See what I think. Again, there's people that may be in the other stream or thinking that the other stream was going to come up, but it's not, because I switched it over to this. Now I'm starting to feel like I probably should have left it, but I did it with the intentions on basically doing a better live stream by adding on options that come with the app. So, dang, I just took it off and I don't know where I put them. All right, let's just go over here. How y'all doing? How's everybody doing? I'm moving the camera a bit so that I can get this going. Okay. 1 second. So like I said, so we're going to listen to some of Ricky Smiley right now, right? And again, I don't talk much politics, but it has to do with racism stuff. I mean, race. Wait, I must have it on too. Either one of those governors would have been a great choice for Kamala Harris. I'm just sick of the black people on the internet talking about I'm not with her. Okay, so if you're not with her, that means you with Trump. Y'all need to block every last one of their asses on Facebook and on Instagram and social. He said whoever isn't agreeing needs to be blocked. Block everybody from your Facebook. What is he talking about? Blockers, can I switch the camera around? Oh no, not with this. All right, so there's pros and cons with recording all kind of ways. Y'all heard that? You might have already heard it, but I need to hear it too. Trump won in 2016. That state was picked off by Joe Biden, and I think we'll definitely get his state and the state of Pennsylvania as well. Either one of those governors would have been a great choice for Kamala Harris. I'm just sick of the black people on the internet talking about I'm not with her. Okay, so if you're not with her, that means you with Trump. Y'all need to block every last one of their asses on Facebook and on Instagram and social media and stop. Like that's just garbage. Yeah. It's just garbage. What's garbage about it? Having a mind of your own? I can't agree on a damn bucket of chicken. One person want a hot dog. I always complain. Black folks get on my damn nerves, man. Why everybody making all these celebrities making all these videos going off on Kamala Harris and stuff, and then the black men, Kamala Harris didn't prosecute you and treated you bad in court. I got treated bad in court too, but I'm with her because a vote for her. If you sit at home and you don't support her, you are definitely supporting Donald Trump. You can vote for who you want to, but don't be trying to encourage other people and sit up there and put bad stuff. Where's the? How you gonna tell somebody else don't encourage people, but that's exactly what he's doing? Like, he's not even making any sense. Like, what is he talking about? That doesn't mean you're going for Trump. That can mean you just don't want her. You're not happy about it. You might be hoping that the VP does good. Taking a look at DL Hughley, he had the nerve to be on freaking Vlad. He was on Vlad TV. So he's tripping. Because why would you even go on there? He's been a proven, like, unapologetic culture vulture, and that's been proven. I don't have nothing to do with him at all. He actually went on there, which I won't play because I don't even deal with him anyway. The human experience. This is crazy. Experience. Imagine this. They tell him. This was 4 years ago, so I guess he's saying the same. We're not sure she's an American citizen. Because, of course, if you're black or you're brown, you're not really a black president. Why does that instill such anger? Because it reminds them of how they have acted and how we have survived. Now, I can tell you right now that some of the things Kamala Harris did as the Attorney General without voting for in California, I've had a problem. But I cannot tell you how proud I am, and I said this yesterday, a black woman demanding power, demanding a seat at the table, and getting it. Right, but what's coming with it is a lot of people's issue. And now they could potentially rise to the vice presidency of the United States. Roland destroys media narrative that Kamala is a problem. And people leaving, and she's not up to the task, and what does she really believe in, and really what she's thinking. I mean, we can go down the ladder. So this week, 2 more stories were done. Go to my iPad. This is in the New York Times. This brother, the New York Times, the story is called In Search of Kamala Harris. After nearly 3 years, the vice president is still struggling to make the case for herself and feels she shouldn't have to. The author, as you see here, is Steve W. Herndon. He's a brother who with the New York Times, and so that's his story on her. And so then there's another story that was done on her. This time is this one here. It's in the Atlantic. Go to my iPad. It's called the Kamala. I wait. How many stories, President, to Donald Trump? I wait. Something to y'all.
How many stories did y'all see on Mike Pence as vice president to Donald Trump? I'll wait. How many stories did y'all see about Joe Biden when he was Obama's vice president? State, Kamala Harris vice president.
I don't have nothing to do with it, but he been going off. He been going off on people. I had some issues getting started on here, but it wasn't bad. I've been doing good. We're getting better with it. But I think I still threw my stream off because I unlisted the other one to come up this way, and I think I may have caused a problem for myself. So let me see. The other thing too, which I mentioned, the Starliner. The Starliner is by Boeing. I want to say something about that too. There's been a lot of discredit going out for Boeing because they haven't been doing right by the people. We've been losing lives, and now we have 2 astronauts that are stuck in space. That's crazy. One other thing. Let me go back to the studio thing. Okay. Yeah, so I think what it's doing, we'll see if it's going to get to do the count. It's been up and down with my likes. Something's been taking them away, and the views on my channel, which have been going up, but it hasn't been reflecting. So I don't know what's going on with YouTube with that. Not good. So but I guess it's still good to still come on and off because I would need to. I have to work out the kinks, and the only way to do it is really to be in it, and you need to be live. What I'll do though too with this one, I may go on and pre-record before coming on here. Tupac instrumental. Hear that? I can hear it. All right. I guess I should stay on. I went from 0 now to see 11 likes. Am I seeing that? Yeah. I don't see anything on here. Well, I appreciate it. Again, like this, the algorithms are quite confusing, quite confusing. Gosh. Hang on. What they won't do for votes. We'll try everything. Oh, that's why. What? Give me 2 seconds. So whether y'all catch the live or the replay, feel free to share your thoughts on any of this. Whether I'm over here now. Whether you feel affected by a lot of this that's going on. I think it's gonna like get worse. I seen other people give some of their take on it too, but honestly, you got to stop telling people what to do. You can encourage, like I believe in encouragement, but that's about it. That's about it. Um, oh, Boeing. I'll show that. I'm gonna show that right now. I gotta figure out how to share screen. I don't know if it does it on here. I want to look it up now. I like to have this done right. All right. So the two astronauts that were sent to space, originally they were going out there to do some repair work on Boeing aircraft, airspace that's already out there. While being out there on their way up, they started experiencing some leaks in helium. So, that has to do with air and everything. They said it wasn't major, but it was persistent leaks. So, there's persistent leaks of helium. That's what's going on in their spacecraft. They patched it up. There were other complications as well on their Boeing aircraft. That's why they are still out there. NASA said they will make a decision by the end of August, the end of this month, whether or not they're going to send the astronauts on SpaceX aircraft to get back home because they cannot use the Boeing. So when we're talking Boeing, I mentioned in a few of my live streams ago, I mentioned about Boeing and how it's been failing people. So these are the astronauts. We got Sunita, Suni, and Barry Butch, right? So it's like, can you just imagine? So then they just talk about where they sleep and stuff like that. So the astronauts have been staying really cool about it for the most part. They haven't been they've been showing good spirits, and I honestly feel like, y'all let me know what y'all think. I think that that's part of them wanting to just be there for the mission. I know they have to be scared. They have to be paranoid at this point, at least a little bit. As brilliant as you are, this and that, you can only survive in space for so long, depending on what you have. Our bodies go through a lot of changes in space. We elongate. A lot of things in our body start to stretch. The longer you stay in space and the further out into space you go, the more your anatomy starts to stretch. So there's that. So we're just waiting to see what happens with that. What I got on a romper. Yeah, well that's what they call it. Where's it going? Yeah, something different for me, but yeah, I got it on. So yeah, feel free to share your thoughts on this too, because again, with Boeing, this isn't just an aircraft. This isn't just spacecraft, rather, for NASA. These are the same people responsible for a lot of planes that you would be getting on. Say you're going on a trip today, tomorrow, in the future. You may have already been on a Boeing plane. These are the same company that lost a lot of lives on the 787. They just lost their lawsuit maybe a week or two ago. Regarding the lives that were lost and the negligence that's been taken up on behalf of Boeing. So with Boeing, they've been failing the people a lot, and now they're in space failing people. So I'm just making that whole connection. I don't know if other people are, but I've been talking about this for a while, how Boeing is and how you have to be careful with flying too. And I've been told too that when you go and you need to take a flight, you have a right to know what kind of plane you're getting on. So you have a right to opt out of Boeing, things like that. So also, here's a tip too for investing. I'm going to get back showing a little more to investment tips. Nothing is like guaranteed, but it could help. There's a investment stock called Rocket Lab. I'm going to type that in. Rocket Lab is on the rise. From what it seems, they seem to be um, growing with aerospace as Boeing is going down. Boeing just had to get a whole new CEO because they've just been failing so much in line and there's just been way too many cover-ups. So I want to show y'all Rocket Lab. And what reassured me of Rocket Lab stock too, which I was already thinking about, I said I should get some of that stock. There's a man on here on YouTube named Richard Fain. He gives a lot of information out about investing, right? So I already put Rocket Lab on my list, my watch list. So that's when you just go on your phone in an app or computer, wherever you want to go. And you might see stocks that you like and you want to just keep an eye on it, add it to your watch list. So they were putting my watch list and he said, y'all need to buy that. Y'all need, and I was like, see, I'll be on the right path. So that's good. Rocket Lab USA Incorporated. Right now, their stock's only at $6.56. So you can see that right here. So I think it would be a good time to buy. Who are they? Again, they are an aerospace company and they're helping build things for NASA. And NASA needs more aerospace for our spacecraft because you see Boeing keeps having problems. First, it was passengers. Hundreds of them were in a crash. Now, even more recently, I mentioned too that we've gotten to the point where there's small planes going down. I don't hear much talk about it, but there are and have been small planes going down. And when they go down, it's been unexpectedly. So there's that too. All right, 1 second. Oh. And I hope everyone is doing well too, if I didn't say that already. I'm trying to fix my nails. All right, where does that go? Okay. These things. But the next time I'll be sticking with the way I said I'm gonna go on a live stream because I don't want it to negatively affect the analytics like I feel like it did today. So I was just anxious to come on StreamYard because I know I could offer y'all more visuals this way. And I don't know, it just tends to be good too for the audience. So just give me a second. And again, thank you for coming out. I go by KaiNY007. I appreciate the likes. Doesn't show up who's really watching because if you look at the number of people watching and the thumbs up, it's not matching. It's strange. Let's do this thing. And put my intro outro up. I was in the background. Here we talk about astros, so that has to do with astronomy, astrology, different things. There's something for everyone, I would say too. Some things to do with like sexual health. Lots of things to do with the community, specific Black African community. And spirituality. So we have energies, right? So I do like to talk about that because we all have an energy and we are making connections and disconnects, I think, all the time. So I like to emphasize on the importance of what we do with our energy and how it'll affect our life. So that's what you'll find here on my channel. Most of my videos are mostly short. I just started coming back and doing more live streams. I'll do it on Sundays. I call this like Chocolate Sundays. And also Wednesdays. So I think I'm going to be doing that too. Yeah, I'll be doing that too. Just want to get back to my thumbnail. I have my little intro outro thing too, this other one I like to use. All right, let's do it like this. I don't mean to keep breathing all hard on here, but I'm just trying to figure stuff out. And, yeah. Yikes. But this is a big election year, so we're gonna see what's going. What happened to my room? All right, all right, all right. So again, this is with the black votes. Vote Democrat or you ain't ish. So again, this is vote Democrat or you ain't ish. I'm tired of getting yelled at. Especially from people that have no business talking about it. Like, stop yelling at people. You act like y'all was politicians. Y'all some comedians that make us laugh sometimes. How about that? How about that? Sheesh. I be hoping that Roland Martin would take some time off when he's on here doing his thing. I say that because when he comes on, he be going in so hard that it just starts to be like, boot camp. Like he's yelling, he's like, just aggressive with it and cursing. Like I never heard his panel curse like they do now. That's what I know I haven't heard. Let me switch my layout. Okay. So yeah, I can't see me. All right. So I've never heard them talk the way they talk now. Hang on. Okay, so it's not adding this now. Layout. All right, y'all. I don't know, but I know y'all can hear me, so I'll just continue talking. It's like he's encouraging everyone to just bring out more of their aggression because it's election time. And just curious to know how y'all feel about that too. Is as we move towards the election again, we've gotten the right, which we should have already had. People of color should have always been able to vote. We have the right to vote, but we also have the right to vote how we want to vote or not. So that was just pretty much my point of with this stream. Just to bring that up and just bring up the fact that I just keep hearing them yelling. Everybody wants to yell stuff, and it's uncalled for, unnecessary, and think it's stupid. So that's what I had to say about that. I showed y'all Boeing. I also I'm gonna get this off the screen, and then I think that makes me come on the screen. Oh, there we go. You see me now? After folks left, oh well. Boeing. Yeah, watch out for Boeing. But also, if you're thinking about investing, it's a good idea. There's never really a bad time to invest. We just want to make the right investments as much as possible. There's no guarantee, but you have to be in it to get anything out of investing. So I showed y'all Rocket Lab, which is a gem of information to give y'all. I'm going to type it in the chat also. I'm going to do that right now. Then that way I know that I put it in there. So I'm going to write, check out Rocket Lab. Again, Rocket Lab. Right, so I showed y'all what it looks like. I showed y'all so that I'm not sure if the thing came up where you need the code. But even if not, if you just type it in, it'll get you to the right thing. So you could just do it like that. Because again, certain things with stocks may go down, but other ones can go up. You want to get your stocks when they're low. When they're low, like what Rocket Lab has now, it's just under $7. It should be quadruple. I think it's just going to keep going up. So in a matter of months, maybe not even a year, you should probably be able to see some residuals coming back from that stock, Rocket Lab. So keep in mind again, Boeing is going crap. So what we need to look at is other people, other companies working in aerospace, anything to do with that, and they have stocks. They're going to give them a chance. Why? Because we have to keep sending astronauts out back and forth. We have to keep sending spacecraft out back and forth. That's how we get our information transmitted. So we are going to be investing heavily into aerospace, also AI, artificial intelligence. So those are things that it's almost like a win-win. Look into it. If any investments you're not sure of, usually when you stroll down, you'll have news on them. I always look up news when I'm looking up information for investing. So I'll look up something, whether it caught my eye, whether it's in a category that I feel I need to be looking into, or whatever it is. I always want to look at the news, like what's going on with this stock, what's going on surrounding this stock. You could be looking up a stock, and it's whether it's doing good or bad. Then you look it up in another way. I think I want to move this up. In another way, and you'll see right a little bit. Oh, thank you. You'll see news, you'll see information on not just that company, but a partner company or something that has to do with them. So you want to how's that? You want to look that up too. So when you're investing, you're improving your life anyway. Because when you're investing, if you're doing what I tell you to do, you will be reading about the news that has to do with not just that stock, but other stocks. When you're doing that, you're learning more about what's going on in life. A lot of things going on in life, you're not going to get online. You're not going to get all that. You have to look it up. That's part of research. But you also are researching ways, how can I make money? Everybody wants to put money in and make money off of it. So you go with what's trendy, what's trending. But also some stocks will surprise you too. So don't always think that you got to look in one place. Like I made good money off of GameStop. I was one of the few people that had stocks in GameStop when nobody else did. It went up from dollars to hundreds. So every stock I had, I made hundreds off of it. And you can make thousands depending on how many you have, how many stocks you have. But I would always say, buy what's affordable for you, but get a bunch. Whatever you do when you're getting some stocks, get a bunch. Get anywhere from 5 to 10 and up. If you get one stock, that's just one. The more expensive a stock is, the less you might want to get. But there's cheaper stocks too, and you want to just get more of them and see what they're going to do for you. But again, Rocket Lab, I would suggest, I think they got it going on, and the amount is going to go up, and that's when you're going to make money because you got in spending just dollars. So imagine how far and how high it's going to be worth at some point. So you do want to look into that. I'm going to cut the music off, and I'm going to wrap this up because it's really not showing me the viewers. So again, it helps too when y'all talk too. And last time there was a lot of chat, and I had like 100 chat messages in here. It's like the lights looking all right, but I'm not getting through, and the algorithm is good today. And I was originally going to come on a different kind of way. And what I did was I turned that off so that I can go through an app a different way and, offer you more visuals and stuff like that. But again, Boeing is something to be looking out for. I talk about the Astros anyway, so I'll be talking more about astronauts and maybe a little astrology coming up. So hopefully we'll have an update on the astronauts when I see y'all maybe on this Wednesday. Otherwise, we got that. And the planets are going to be aligning again. So I'll put my projector up too. I like putting stuff up so you can just we do our own visual, and we'll do some from the computer. So we have that coming up. August 28th, the all 9 planets are going to align again, just like they did a couple of months ago. But this is quick for all planets to just be in a row. It just shows me just how wonderful, mysterious, and everything that space is. So I'm excited. I hope y'all are too. Working on getting a telescope too. I just want to get the right one. When I get it, you'll see. I'll just have some surprises for y'all coming up. So that would be good. Because things we got to talk about. It's fascinating and it does have an effect on our life here on Earth. All right, whether you think it's round or flat. Maybe we'll get that convo going too soon at some point. I know we got flat earthers, we got people that believe it's round. So maybe get some good conversation going with that too. So that's about it for today. I feel like I've been on a while. I didn't hit an hour. All right. So yeah, we'll see. Why you did that face? Crazy. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna sign off. So if that's it, no one has anything else to add for the chat, I may go off. Otherwise, I'll just drag it out another while. I'll do that. Mm-hmm. That thing out. Oh, all right. Well, while I'm on here, I might as well test some stuff out. I can always edit it later. Okay. Where is my thing? I got a nice story about that. Where's my spooky one? And I do spooky intro outros. Gotta give you a little bit of spook. It's weird because I played it yesterday and then I come on here today and can't get it to work. Does that make sense? I have the banners up next time too. Okay. Let's get the stormy weather scene. Cool. Strange. There's only 2 videos up yesterday. That was one of them. That was period. Take times. That's nice. I will use that with the purple light. Too soon,